as opposed to like talking about AE versus the World spoilers right now. Because I feel like if you care about 50 spoilers, or if you don't care about 50 spoilers, I assume you probably don't care about AE versus the World spoilers. Um, and to be fair, it's like at this point, like I don't know how much of the AE spoilers are real anyway. Because like Sawyer has said that, yeah, like a lot of the spoilers that are online are not real. So like I'm not sure if like the list that is out, like well, I mean the boot list that's out there is wrong anyway. But even the winner might not be right. Even now. But I guess we just talk generally about Suri though. Like I mean I feel like personally, again, like I guess like minor spoiler for Aiders of the World, but not really because we don't really know. But I'll just talk about how I feel about it, knowing what the other spoilers are. I do still feel like Suri probably made it deep on 8 versus the World. I would not be expecting Suri to win, but I would. It'd be interesting if she did win. Like if she won 8 versus the World and then went on 50 and won 50, like that would be really insane. Um, but it's like yeah, like yeah, like I don't know how Sri necessarily did, but like I would expect Sri to have done well at this. I would also expect Tony to still be an early boot as well. Cool. Like even if this was real or not. Um, what's the prize for Fraser? I actually don't know. Was it like a quarter million? I feel like it is out there. I'm pretty sure, but I just don't remember. I think it was a quarter million. Does Ozzy always make merge? Seemingly. I believe. Like, is he? I'm trying to remember. Is he the only player has made merge every time? From like of like the people on the season. I guess of the multi time players from the season. Has coach has made jury every time, right? But not merge. Um,
They let you come and go as you please. I thought the fortress was closed to all.
you only oh yeah, actually, I want to see this actually. Yeah, is there anyone that's like yeah? Are you're out of the 50 draft entirely? That's kind of funny.
It's clever.
Like just from knowing who's the pre-jurors.
For once, it seems things might go our way, and not by accident.
Well, the Bible does say God.
So look at the 50 draft. Lionel has Charlie, Colby, and Jonathan. So I think yeah, that means Lionel's only down to Jonathan.
Quite the opposite, in fact.
Menace, Genevieve, Savannah, Camilla. So yeah, flee out. Julian has Tiffany, Rick Devens, Joe. So I mean, has all three still in. I have Angelina, Aubrey, Christian. So I have Aubrey and Christian. Gamer has Mike, White, Suri, and Q. So he only has Suri. Attack has wait. Attack picked Kyle Frazier in round 1. Didn't remember that. We have Kyle, D, Emily. So it's D and Emily. Ray Ranger's Coach, Rizzo, Ozzy. So it's all of them. Zorko has Chrissy, Jenna, Staff. So yeah, I mean, I guess yeah, you are the only one that is completely out. Is the jury actually voting for Joe to win? Yes, especially this jury. Like I think he has like half the jury like almost automatically voting for him, or at least being in a mindset that they would reward someone like Joe. I think is probably better to clarify. Like obviously it determines on like who the final 3 is and that sort of thing, but. About the Leisure Miami style spoilers. I actually like generally when I saw the spoilers, I was like, "Fuck, I need to talk about this right away," and I almost did like an emergency like stream like instantly. But I was like, I'll hold off." Especially because I was like, "Oh my god, I need to finish this year in gaming video because I could definitely finish this before stream, only to just not finish it before stream." I need one more, right? I think I overestimate Joe so much. Do I? Like, especially if we have fucking Stephanie talking about how much she fucking loves Joe. Dude, fuck off. Why'd I get the second? Yeah, I'm pretty content with this list. I mean, like, there's obviously like pre-jurors I'm disappointed are pre-jurors, but it's like at the end of the day, like I feel like this is better than what I was expecting. Like, it's definitely not worst case scenario. Like, I'm disappointed that like like Genevieve. Even though I'm not like the biggest Genevieve fan, I would have liked to see Genevieve make it deep. Jenna Lewis, I would like to make deep. Colby, I would like to see make it deep. Angelina, obviously. But it's like it's not the most like heartbreaking thing. Like I mean, you still got like I'm happy D made it deep. Happy Coach made it deep. Happy Christian made it deep. Emily Flippin. I'm happy for Rick Devins. Who else is there? Riz God. I don't know. I think there's still like enough. Suri even like even though I didn't need Suri there, I'm like still happy Suri didn't like have a complete shit run or anything. Yeah, I'm pretty content with this. Like how this seemed to play out. Joe has a good win. Is he top 10 all time? I think so. Yeah, probably. He's not like a guarantee, but I would say so. Yeah. Like it depends on what we're saying is good. Like what? Because I did think it will like matter how good exactly, but yeah, I think he's definitely a contender for sure to make top 10. Oh, okay, I can climb that. Actually, I don't even need to climb because he's literally right there.
And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphan sons?
Dude, fuck off. Just fucking get the guy. No, what the fuck is this? Just fucking pick the guy in the center. No? Too close? Fuck you. There we go. Cool. I kind of wish they went with the Winners at War approach without the edge. I've already on the jury. I actually thought at a point that we were going to do that. Like when we first heard about like they're keeping everyone at Ponderosa, I actually did think that we might do that, but obviously no, we didn't do that. I wouldn't have been opposed to that. Like obviously it would have been ridiculous seeing people that like got booted on day like 2 ending up voting for the winner. But I don't know. I think it would have been like cool to have like people involved for long, because at that point I think you would probably need to like, I mean, like I would prefer if they did more with the jurors, and them just showing up at tribals or whatever. And it's like I'm not sure if people would have bothered like staying on the edge, if there was like no chance of actually coming back. Is he not? Cool. Dude, I'm so bad at countering. What the fuck? There we go. Christopher betrays his Clock Tower Alliance and wins. I feel like I see Emily way more likely to betray Christian. Like I think there's a shot of like the Gabby thing happens again, just it's Christian and Emily this time instead of Christian and Gabby. Where like Emily flips on Christian, but like someone tells Christian, like they flip it back on Gabby.
He meets at the king.
Read that Mike and Q scares him from attorneys pre. But it won't help you. I am worried. Yeah, I'm worried that's a factor. I'm worried in general for pre-60. For a returning player season pre-60.
I need to see William. I never said he needs.
Maybe I wanted to make merge all main merge. Emily Christian coach. Yeah, I mean those are 3 of my top people too.
One last thing I need from you.
Like I'm largely content with this grouping. I do feel like. I feel like it seems like it could be a good season. I mean, obviously, again, it will be a worry if like final 3 is like Jonathan, Stephanie, Joe. Like that would obviously not be great. And if it is like just kind of a steamroll for that alliance, but it's like as is though, again, I think there's at least potential there for a good season. It's definitely not like a Game Changers where like you just see the boot or Game Changers like, oh my god, this is fucking depressing. Because like you look at the pre-jurors of Game Changers, it's like 5 of the like biggest names are all taken out like pre-jury. Sex made a mega threat for confirmed spoilers. What's on like the list of confirmed spoilers? I mean, I would want them to watch Immunity challenges. I don't know if I need to compete in the Immunity challenges. I just want to see what's in this thread. So yeah, it's like the person that took all the photos. Yeah, Dee and Emily. Or not Dee and, why did I say Dee and Emily? Dee and Tiffany, I mean. I mean, a lot of photos of Dee and Tiffany. I don't know if there that many. Yeah, and stuff. Photo of Steph. Then Jared Fields. Then Joe looking skinny. And this is pretty much just all the stuff I've seen already. I don't think there's that much new here. Let's see at the end. Is there anything new? Yeah, I've already seen all this stuff. I was hoping there was something new to talk about. Q or Mike might be the first boots. Definitely seems possible. Like, I mean, like what happened to Vita's situation is that he like left Ponderosa before anyone else showed up, right? Like, I could definitely see that being a similar thing with like if Q and or Mike White being first boot. They're like, yeah, why the fuck am I here if I'm just like here alone? Thank you, Desuroku Deso. But again, if you're here right now, be prepared to be spoiled on Survivor 50 if you're not spoiled already. Yeah, Survivor Sucks site sucks. Like, it's like so laggy. It's like whenever I go on it, it just like takes up so much memory for some reason. I don't know who the fuck coded that website. It'd be funny if Q ends up being first now after. Yeah, it's funny too because like I actually became less confident in Q being first boot. Like I still didn't think Q would make it far. Like I still thought Q would be like I don't know, like fifth, sixth boot somewhere like that. But it'd be funny if it turned out Q was just first boot like I initially predicted, only to like backtrack on. I'm worried that Q quit again. I'm definitely worried about that.
The spread of your deeds, Altair. It seems you are sincere in your desire to redeem yourself.
Or again, Ace like quit officially this time. And, like actually went through with it. To clarify. Do I think Joe lost weight and maybe an early boot? Like we know he's not an early boot.
I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge.
Which is all be wrong.
Speak,
I don't think it can.
William's host is large and many.
I think it's very improbable. Like I mean, like we literally have like the photos of them like after leaving the plane and everything. So it's like I don't know. It's like it would be very bizarre if this is wrong.
Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when
Even
strike.
Angelina
Sure
Jury makes the worst
sure
night of
I
your
can
life. I mean,
And if things change,
yeah, it's definitely a bummer.
doubt. Then I give you leave to go.
Is Rizzo gonna get
End the
2
life
million
of Montferrat
confessionals?
as we make our
Probably.
city free.
Watch Rizzo be like the new Russell Hantz. I think that'll be funny. Watch you get the Jelinski. I think that'd be funny actually. It pulls a fair play. Yeah, what if Q got his teeth knocked out by Danny Bonaducci
I'll return
a few
when the
days
deed's
ago?
been done.
Fast forwarding memory to a more.
Survivor Night's always been, like yeah. Survivor Night seems to have always been on the edge of quitting throughout this entire process. So they said they weren't gonna spoil like the 50th season, and then now they're like backtracking on that and deciding to do it anyway. So I don't know. I mean, what makes you think he screams out as a Final 7, Final 6 boot? Just that you don't like him? This is best case scenario for Kyle's legacy. I think it's better. Like, obviously, best case would have been that he won again, or that he made a really deep run again. I think it's better than what. Like, because I'm assuming Kyle probably would have been an early boot, even if he didn't get medevaced, right? Which, if that is the case, then yeah, this is obviously better than that. Because at least here there's going to be, like, the unknown, technically, of if he would have made it far or not. Okay, wow, dude, I'm playing this terribly. I love how I said that I was going to play Balatro at the end of streams, but I've just, like, not made any fucking progress in the game. So, like, I probably still won't this stream either. I need to finish this game at some point. Genevieve and Chrissy switch. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Or Chrissy Angelina switch. I think that would make it better personally. It's like I really don't have any vested interest in Chrissy. It's either I don't have that much of a vested interest in Genevieve either. I do find it interesting that Christy somehow is able to avoid being like photographed though. He's like, she's the only one. Well, I guess Christian wasn't photographed, but like people like that were there said, yeah, we saw Christian there. But like Christy's the one that like avoided everything. Yeah, I saw that. Like supposedly Kyle had been active on LinkedIn. There's another Kyle thing, wasn't it? But yeah, like Kyle has been on social media. So we're like, yeah, it's kind of spoiled that he's been out of the game. Which is why people thought he was the medevac or whatever. Which turns out, again, that wasn't actually like proof enough that he was the medevac. In retrospect, considering like 3 people supposedly left early, but still.
3,000 souls, William. I was told they would be held.
Would not be shocked if Joe's losing finals again. I could see that still, yeah. I do think this is a better like cast makeup for his jury chances, but yeah, I can still see him losing a jury vote.
A great favor indeed.
I think the fact that like Steph is coming out of this like super pro Joe though is a good sign.
Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me.
It would be insane if Kyle was running his tribe.
So well.
Like that would probably be best case scenario for him. Outside of obviously going on the win again.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No. I see a man who's
See Joe owning up to his game. I think Joe. I don't know. I think Joe seemed willing to change in his in his exit press for last season. So. I think if he plays the same game, then yeah, I think it'll be a bit rough for him to go on the win.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you, I've a war to fight. We'll have to continue this another time.
Placing my bad Jenna Lewis taking the Barnard spot. Hopefully, like obviously not in terms of Varner, but like hopefully, yeah, she's like someone that is back on like production's radars after the season.
We must ensure that everyone is doing their part.
They watched the RHP episode on Jonathan. Yeah, I did find it funny that like Lindsay was so anti-Jonathan, which like is even funnier because like Brandon Donlin was like talking about how like I want this to be like a celebration of the players, and that's like why he didn't get any HHH people because like supposedly like no one was willing to like talk positively about Chrissy. He fucking has like Lindsay there who's like bashing on Jonathan every 2 seconds, so it's like it is kind of funny that that's the case. Do we have 49 spoilers? Not specifically. Oh, yeah, minor, like potentially spoiler for 49, even though it's already assumed anyway. But like, yeah, again, it's assumed Savannah probably won because her taking Marianne's spot, but that's all still speculation. There's no actual spoilers for 49. Again, you would assume Savannah and Rizzo probably do well to earn a spot in 50. I don't know why I did this. Why didn't I go... Yeah, I'm just dumb. I don't know why I went this way. Cool. Savannah's a baddie? I mean, maybe. Either way, like Savannah, like I don't think Savannah's the type of player that they would pick if she was just like a random early boot, right? Like I assume either way, Savannah probably is someone that made a pretty big impact on 49. Like I don't see Savannah, at least from what, like very little I've seen of her. Like I don't know, she screams out to me as like a Michaela, of like someone that was like such a big personality that's like, oh my god, we're like dying to bring her back right away. I feel like she must have like done something pretty big if she didn't win to be asked back. Okay, cool. Fuck off. Cool. Well, I really fucked that up. God damn it. Spark 49 spoilers. Probably. Like, again, if Rizzo and Savannah talked about their experiences on
Moving slowly.
through 49, like, I think it'll spread throughout the alumni community. Which I assume they did talk about their experience. So I believe, like, wasn't that, like, very early on it was known, even before Russell spoiled Samoa himself, like, it was known, that, like, a blonde girl won Samoa or whatever. And that Russell came in second. Cool. Only there were air assassinations in this game. God damn it. Okay, cool. I assume she did pulverize those suckers. I assume she lived up to that. The question is, who are the suckers that she pulverized? Like, did she pulverize the Riz God? That is the thing we need to know. Either way, I am assuming one of the 49 people did win. Because I do think it is weird that if they were planning to have 3 winners to begin with, and then, like, ultimately just landed on 2, it is kind of a weird thing, right? Like, it's not impossible. It definitely is, like, a thing that potentially happened, but I do think it is very unlikely that that is how they end up doing it. Because at that point, it's like, why not take out, like, Tiffany for Savannah or Rizzo? Or, like, for, I guess, when the 49 players got added in. It's like, the fact that they took out Marianne in particular, I feel like, for me, does feel
I
like
know
it's
that you were
probably...
going to murder Richard and claim Appa for your son Conrad.
I believe that is the story, yeah, that Russell came into 20, believing he won.
Unfit to lead his host.
And he didn't find out until, like, immediately afterwards.
Richard, the Oncino is no better. Blinded as he is by faith.
I do find it interesting that, like,
Substantial.
again, Survivors Unite,
Belong to
who
either of them.
Then who?
is a
City belongs
source close to Sandra,
How can you claim to speak for
knew,
the citizens?
like, pretty quickly that a blonde girl
Discipline
won,
them without mercy. Force them into service under you.
and Russell was a runner-up or whatever.
the new world.
So I don't know exactly where that story came from,
I took possession so that
but it definitely was being spread in the alumni community by that point, though.
rationed properly.
Winner per tribe? I assume so. Like, if there's 3 winners, I assume, yeah, they probably split them up, 1 per tribe.
And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight.
Joe Big
They
Extreme
were being
Paranoid?
taught
Probably.
the merits of order and
Yeah.
discipline. These things
D and Tip Mother on
No matter how
50? Sure.
noble you believe your
There's
intentions,
got to be the Q. It'd be
these acts are
funny if they
cruel
were
and
never
cannot
on the same
continue.
tribe. Yeah. Like, I think it would be pretty insane, right? And, like, obviously there's precedent. This, like, they did this with, like, Tony and Sarah on Game Changers.
cities as you believe, but rather damn them.
But, like, I don't know. It's like, it would be weird if they... And, like, obviously there will also be precedent that says that there's 346 people, so you would think they would do, like, 1 per tribe. But, again, it would be weird if, yeah, she... if Q left before they end up reuniting. Yeah, I believe it was Ashley. I believe it was... Because it was also, like, people knew it was from Foa Foa. So it was, like, people thought it was Ashley or Natalie that won Samoa. But they didn't know exactly which one. Well, actually, I believe Ashley was the favorite, wasn't she? Initially? And obviously Ashley goes, like, relatively early, so they're like, oh, fuck, it's Natalie. Seems like duos are perceived pretty... Yeah, I think it does seem like that. I mean, the fact that Angelina was gone early. I do wonder if, yeah, maybe that's a thing. Like, they were trying to take a shot at Mike White. And maybe she's, like, booted before Mike White is. Basically, I really don't... Yeah, I don't know what the logic would... And, like, who knows what the tribe breakdowns are and that sort of thing. But, like, I am very shocked that Angelina is an early boot. Like, that was never on my bingo card. Yeah, Natalie's confession's not for a while. Mind you, she is like instantly set up as like having a relationship with Russell. Well, like I don't believe Ashley ever does, right? But yeah, like obviously, it would be surprising to see a winner not have a confessional until episode 5 and go on to win. Yeah, I'm assuming Merge Boot made jury. So again, now we can fully talk about it with the spoilers and everything. Yeah, like Kyle gets medevac. So like, I'm assuming what happens is, again, the Premier is still 1 boot. We get the medevac, and then it's still double boots for the next few rounds until we get the 14 where we merge. Because we're losing 2 people around, which seems pretty likely considering the pre-merge, post-merge numbers. Like I'm assuming, like unless for some reason they merge. Like they do a double boot at the merge, and like both of them, or like I guess to be fair, there's a chance of like is there a chance if we merge at like 16, and like the first 2 are not on the jury? Like I hope we don't do that, but I guess it's not out of the realm of possibility. I am expecting the merge boot to end up on the jury though. Actually, I'm trying to think, like, how does it work out episode-wise? If we do double boots for 5 episodes, I still think we need a couple more double boots, right? We're probably still going to get, like, a split tribal. Like, post-merge. Probably, like, a double limb episode or something. I don't even know. Hope Genevieve won't get purple for real this time. I mean, it's possibly a possibility. Imagine Genevieve ends up being the only 47 person to return. Like Genevieve bombs on this season. They're like, yeah, fuck 47. And we never see like Sam or Andy ever play again. Yeah, sadly, I think Split Tribal is probably here to stay. I always expect a Split Tribal on this season. Because we always just need more double eliminations. And that's just an easy double elimination to do. I hope we get rid of it at some point. But again, it's not dangerous fun to get rid of it.
William of Montferrat is dead, and with him his plans for betrayal.
Yeah, I don't know if you're ever getting that Caramon return.
From his hands.
But why now? When the Crusaders
I don't believe a single
required
person from
him the
Caramon was
most?
called, right?
Could have waited.
Waited for what? For Richard to
Who gets purple the
return and
most
discover
pre-jury,
his
post-jury?
schemes? No. It was the perfect time for him to strike.
Pre-jury? I could see it being
I was sure he
Genevieve.
meant to take Akka for yet he claimed this
Like,
was
who are the
his
contenders?
You cannot trust the
Colby,
words of
I think, is a
snake,
contender,
which even
depending on how
death
things go with him.
produces venom.
I should discuss this with Al Muallim.
Yes, my friend. Make haste for Masia.
Maybe Angelina. Like, if Angelina comes off as normal, like, I guess Angelina. Same thing with Charlie, maybe.
Fast forward
Not that he's Charlie is fucking normal, but like if Charlie is an early boot, like I could see him being kind of purple there. Let's see if the game crashes here. This is a section prone for the game crashing, which to be fair, if it does, that'll only take like 2 seconds to fix. But let's see. And we're good.
Take your time. When
Jenna, I don't know if they have purple Jenna, especially because like I expect Jenna to like flame out.
Come, Altair. I would have knew.
Most likely reason Charlie's a pretty much boot. I think he just has a decently sized target on him.
I sense your thoughts are elsewhere. Speak your mind.
Each man I'm sent to kill speaks.
I would be surprised to see Charlie be like one of the first few
come
boots
to you
though.
ask for answers.
I do hope we get a swap. I assume we got a swap, right? Actually, I forgot there was a fan vote and a swap, so I assume we got a swap. Yeah, I have a feeling like I could see that being a thing against Charlie. Is
If you
that
want it to continue, you'll speak straight with me for
some
once.
pregame stuff probably caught up to him.
Carefully, boy. I do not like your tone.
And I do
Gamer
not
Rev
like your
doesn't know the
deception.
first 2 boots.
I have offered you a chance.
Well, we know
to
that. Well,
restore
like we
your
know it's
lost
wrong,
Not lost. Taken.
but I am interested to see
Then
who
you sent me to
he
fetch it
heard
again
though.
like some damn dog.
Like Redmond like said that that he knows where Gamer Rev got their information from, and he knows it's wrong.
I think if you had another, you'd have sent him long ago. You said
But
the answer
I'm
my
inclined to
question
think that I
would
think-
arise when I no longer needed to ask it. So I
To be
will
fair,
not-
actually, it would have made sense if it
demand
was
you
like
tell me what binds
Genevieve
these
and
men.
like Angelina or something.
What you say is true. These men are
because they were disappointed by it. And they said it wasn't Q or Suri, right? Like, obviously, D was the first person to come to mind, but I guess there is a world where it still makes sense, and it was like Genevieve and Angelina.
All of these men, leaders
He
of
swapped
cities,
screen
commanders
Savannah.
of armies.
I mean, I can see swap scoring pretty much
Their
anybody.
works are not meant to be on their own, are they? But as a whole,
I've always liked tribe swaps. Obviously, I hate the notion of like people getting like screwed by a tribe swap, but like in general, I just think tribe swaps for the most part are positives. Like, I mean, obviously, I guess, yeah. To be fair, they did do it too much back in the day, and they did it in like weird placements.
then they must be stopped.
Where like I think when we had like multiple swaps a season, it's like that was unnecessary. But I think having like one a season to me is like kind of a necessity.
Why did you hide the truth from me?
that you might pierce the veil yourself. Like any task, knowledge precedes action.
I'm pretty content with the group. Yeah, could it be better? Yeah, but like I'm pretty content with like the post-mergers and the
Your
pre-mergers.
recent behavior had not inspired much confidence.
I see.
I should probably check to make sure the party audio is still on. It is. Okay.
Has not changed. Merely the context.
The issue Genevieve as a player, she
With
pulls
this
the
knowledge,
trigger
I
too
might
early.
better understand the
I think that's definitely her issue on 47. It'll be interesting to see if she has that same issue on 50.
What about the treasure mounted
What exactly happened on 50?
Solomon's temple? Robert seemed desperate to
I mean, I would not be shocked to see Genevieve be like a first boot
All
on
will
50.
become clear.
I feel like that would
Just
kind
as
of
the role
that would
of
kind
the
of make
Templars
sense.
has revealed itself to you, so too will the nature of their
Game
treasure.
Changers had 2. I
Now
believe.
take comfort in the fact that it is not
Had one in episode,
but ours.
technically episode 2, like because episode 1 was a double
It
boot,
is.
but like round 3, and then it had another one at
Use it to bring honor to the
what was it?
brotherhood.
It was 2 rounds before the merge, so what? Final 15,
Before you go,
Yes.
which I mean, like it's pretty much like it's a similar format to Militia Gen
I
X.
took a leap of faith.
And similar to Cambodia. They did a lot of those sort of like seasons with 20 players. They did it also with Ghost Island, right? So they used to do it a lot of like having two swaps with 20-person seasons. Yeah, we talked about the Joe Stephanie alliance. It makes a lot of sense. Like, definitely feels like the type of person that Stephanie would work with. This is the last. Okay, cool. This is the last of this memory one, right? I think I got through Assassination 7 last time, didn't I? Which is not looking great for that in this stream. I mean, I think the fact that Andy got cut last second is probably not great for Genevieve. And then, like, Sam got cut, Rome got cut. How many other people were like, I don't know if I just generally don't know Genevieve's connections in the alumni community. Because like she's just such a like kind of mysterious figure in terms of her online presence. So, like I don't know who she's really close to. But the people that we know that she's close to were all people that got cut or like were never in the running at all, like Rachel. Like Joe had a poker face. Not really. Like I don't think he was doing anything. Like I don't think it really matters at all. Is my personal opinion on it. I don't think. Like to me, I didn't really get the sense that he's like super disappointed or anything. I just felt like okay, this is just how Jeff is. Like I do think he definitely didn't seem as excited as he did on the marooning one, where I feel like there he came off more openly excited. But like I don't know, I didn't really get the sense that he was like disappointed. Like I got more so the sense that he's like probably tired. Is probably a thing. Yeah, how many tribals did fucking Jeff have the host? I think is probably a thing. Yeah, because he's hosting what, like 22 tribals across the season, right? Something like that. So it's like I don't know. I would assume that was probably tiring. Camilla, yeah, Camilla could be purple.
Can
That's for sure.
easily break your cover if you cause them to.